It is hearty, deeply comforting, and packed with authentic flavor. If you're looking for the ultimate cozy one-pot meal that will warm you up from the inside out, you are in the right place. You've got protein and veggies all simmering together in one pot. Added thick glass noodles soak up every single drop of that rich, savory broth until they are perfectly chewy. Get your rice ready because this is the kind of dish where you just have to pour that extra gravy all over your bowl. It's flavorful, cozy, and I promise once you start, you won't be able to stop. Let's get cooking. To start, I've pre-soaked those ribs for 30 minutes to draw out any excess blood. Into the pot they go with a fresh ginger, scallions, a splash of Shaoxing wine, and plenty of cold water. We're going to blanch them until the water is clear and the scum is gone. But don't toss that liquid. Once we're skimmed it clean, we're saving this flavorful water to use as our braising base later. Now, patience is the secret ingredient here. I keep the heat on medium, never a rolling boil. We want to give those impurities plenty of time to slowly flow to the top so we can skim them away. As you can see, I'm consistently removing the scum as it appears. It might take a few minutes, but don't rush it. By keeping the temperature steady, we ensure the water stays pure and doesn't get cloudy. You see how clear that water is becoming? That's exactly what we want. Since we're using this liquid for our braising broth later, taking the time to get it perfectly clean now means a much deeper and cleaner flavor in the final dish. And there we go. The water is crystal clear and the ribs are perfectly clean. I'm going to pull the ribs out and set them aside for a moment. Then we can fish out and discard those aromatics. The ginger and the scallions have done their job. For the final touch, use skimmer to grab any last bits from the bottom. Look at that beautiful clean liquid. I'll pour this into a bowl to save for later. Give my pot a quick scrub, and then we're ready to start the braise. Before braising starts, let's slicing up a bit more ginger and some fresh scallions. These are going to add that essential fragrance and warmth to our braising liquid. Now for that signature glaze, I'm starting with a little oil and 2 pieces of rock sugar. Give the pot a good swirl to coat the edges. As the heat builds, the sugar will start to soften. If you don't have rock sugar, regular white sugar works too. Rock sugar really is the secret to that superior flavor and deep, professional-looking amber glaze. Use your spoon to gently tap and break the rock sugar into smaller pieces. You want to stir consistently here. We're aiming for a beautiful, even amber color. This is what gives the ribs that gorgeous, glossy shine later on. Keep your stove on medium-low. This part requires a little patience. If you rush it or let it get too dark, the sugar will turn bitter. And we definitely don't want that. We're looking for that perfect candy stage. Slide those ribs right into the beautiful amber sugar. You want to start stirring immediately and keep them moving consistently for about 2 to 3 minutes. Look at that transformation. By consistently turning them, we're making sure every single rib gets an even coating of that liquid gold. This isn't just for flavor. This is how we build that deep, rich foundation for our color. They already look so beautiful and glossy. Taking this a few extra minutes to pan fry them in the sugar makes such difference in the final result. Now let's build those layers of flavor. In go our fresh ginger and scallions. Give them a quick stir with the ribs for about a minute. Then we'll add the aromatics, a few dried chilies for hand of heat, 2 bay leaves, and 2 star anise. Give a few tosses for about 2 to 3 minutes again. And next, for that deep, savory base, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of Sichuan doubanjiang, 1 tablespoon of soybean paste, 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, and 3 tablespoons of regular soy sauce. Tablespoon of oyster sauce for that perfect touch of umami. Keep everything moving. We're going to stir consistently for another 2 to 3 minutes. Look at that color change. The ribs are transforming into a stunning, deep dark amber. Every piece is getting coated in that thick, savory sauce. This is exactly what we want. That rich, caramelized look that tells you this is going to be super flavorful. Remember that water we saved from earlier? Time to pour it back in. It is a perfect amount to just cover the ribs. Since we cleaned it so thoroughly, it's going to make the most delicious, pure braising broth. I'm transferring everything into my Dutch oven now. I love using this for slow cooking because it holds the heat so evenly. We'll bring it to a boil first to get that temperature right back up. I'm adding an extra half cup of boiled water here. Since we're adding those thick glass noodles later, we want to make sure there's plenty of that delicious broth for them to soak up. Just a pinch of salt to taste. Give it one last stir, and on goes the lid. We're going to let this simmer over medium heat for 40 minutes. This is where those ribs start to get incredibly tender. While the ribs simmer, let's chop some potatoes into medium chunks and soaking them in water so they don't discolor. And I've also washed my string beans and set them aside, pre-soaking my glass noodles now so they are nice and pliable when it's time to drop them into that flavorful broth. It's been about 35 to 40 minutes, so let's check on our ribs. Look at that rich, beautiful amber color developing from the rock sugar. The ribs are cooked through perfectly at this stage, but they aren't quite fork tender yet. Let's give everything gentle stir to make sure nothing is sticking to the bottom of the pot. Then fish out the large aromatics like the star anise, ginger, and scallion stalks. They've already done their job of deeply infusing the broth with the flavor. Now for the best part, add our hearty potato chunks and the fresh string beans right into the pot. Gently flatten them down into that deeply flavorful broth so the vegetables can soak up all the savory goodness. Next, add our sweet potato glass noodles right on top. By layering them here, they will absorb the rising steam and reach braising liquid without becoming overcooked. Then cover the lid and let everything simmer together over medium heat for 15 minutes. Okay, time's up. Let's open the lid. Look at how vibrant this string bean stayed, and the glass noodles are perfectly al dente, completely soaked with that rich, savory broth. The potato is so creamy, it practically melts in your mouth. And the ribs are cooked to absolute perfection. The meat just breaks right off the bone. Notice we have a generous amount of this creamy amber-colored broth today. I do this completely on purpose. It makes an incredible soup base for rib noodles today. Or you can simply ladle this rich gravy right over a bowl of steaming hot rice to mix with the ribs and the vegetables. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this recipe, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching. Happy cooking!